Alright, so in this video I'm going to be going over my top 5 worst mistakes that I made in the gym. And it's not just going to be the obvious things that when I first started lifting, it's going to be things that I maybe learned a month ago or whatever, but I did start lifting at the age of 13. Yeah, I was kind of a weird kid and I just loved the gym right from the start and really started at the age of 13, like serious lifting. So I do have a ton of experience on this subject, but I try to keep an open mind and always open to new ideas and new training methods and stuff like that. And there are some things in the field of fitness that aren't going to change, but you do have to keep an open mind. Whether it's academics or lifting or really anything in life. One thing that I've learned is the more you really dive deep into a subject, the less you actually know. So a lot of people who go around thinking, saying that they're an expert really aren't an expert in anything. So the beginning of this video is going to be the top 5, worst mistakes I made in the gym, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update on my prep and everything like that because I am 4 days out from my natural bodybuilding show. So that's coming up, and just have a ton of stuff, that's going on in my life right now that I want to, tell you guys about. So the first thing I can think of is something way back in the day that I used to do. So like many of you, you're trying to get bigger, you're trying to put on size in the gym, and to get big, you got to eat big. You always hear that. So the only time I could work out was before school. So I would wake up, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I would have the biggest meal ever. I would just pig out on the biggest meal. And it's not good to have just a crazy ass meal right before the gym. Okay, you want to have like a happy medium. You're not hungry, but you're also not too full, because what it does is if you have a bunch of food in your stomach, for one, it's going to be uncomfortable. Certain exercises like squats and deadlifts and stuff like that, and crunching over, your abs are going to be bloated, or your stomach's going to be bloated. And it's also going to be extremely hard to get a pump. So digestion, when your food is, when you have a bunch of food in there trying to be digested, it requires a lot of blood. And that's less blood to the muscles. So if you ever go in the gym, you're like, why am I not getting a pump? One reason could be that you have so much food in your stomach, your body's trying to break it down. Another reason is it just deprives energy. So your body, when it's digesting food, it requires a ton of energy, and that's energy that you're losing in the gym. So just be careful of having massive meals right before the gym. You can do that like an hour and a half before the gym. And another thing is, if you're like starving, you haven't eaten like 6-7 hours, and you're like, shit, I need to work out, but I need to eat something first. What you can do is you can have a pretty good sized meal and then chug a bunch of water. That's going to speed digestion. So in 20-30 minutes, you should be ready. So if you do have a big meal, chug a bunch of water. But guys, it's about having the meal afterwards. It's about the post-workout meal, and it's about the meals that you have throughout the day after your workout. So don't worry too much about the pre-workout meal. I made that mistake in the past and really paid for it. And it took me a long time to realize it. I was like, I did it for years, and I was just like going to the gym all bloated and gassy and everything like that. It's like, you don't want to do that. You want to go in the gym feeling light, feeling fresh, kill your workout, and then the rest of the day, that's when you fuel up and get all the calories in. Now this next one is something that I learned a long time ago, but also I kind of have a new method about, how can I explain this? So basically time under tension. So we all see it in the gym, and maybe you do this and you shouldn't do this, but we also see those people who are lifting super heavy, uncontrolled. You don't want to do that. For one, you're going to hurt yourself. For two, you're probably going too heavy, and it's just a lot of joint damage and all of that stuff. And your muscles actually aren't receiving all the benefits that they can if you do slow, controlled reps. All right, but reps do matter. The amount of reps you do matter. So don't go in the gym and do everything, super slow and controlled. Well, you can do that, and I did that for years, and I had amazing results, and I was injury-free and all that stuff. But there is something to doing fast, explosive reps. So always add that in. You're going to be working your fast twitch and your slow twitch muscles. So do the fast stuff, but do control it. So basically what I'm trying to say is, don't do fast reps that are uncontrolled. Do majority of your reps slow and controlled, and then sometimes mix it up with faster controlled reps. So this next one is something that I've learned recently, and I keep relearning. So you're going about it, maybe you're tracking macros or whatever, and you're like, oh, I want to get 200 grams of protein or 300 grams of protein, whatever your macros are. and you just estimate. You go, oh, this looks like 8 ounces of chicken breast, boom, and you don't have a rough idea of what you're eating every day, and that is totally not the thing to do if you want to be the most optimal, the most efficient with your diet and everything like that. So you need to track your macros. You need to track every meal in MyFitnessPal, because just looking at food and going, oh yeah, I'm having this, or just going out and eating out and all this stuff, you're never going to get the results that you want. So if you're trying to get the best results possible, you got to either eat the same exact stuff every day, like on a meal plan, or you have to track your macros as accurately as possible. And this is so beneficial for so many ways, because you can go back and you can look, oh, I felt amazing on this day at the gym. What was I eating? Or, oh, I'm making great progress. What is this week looking like? Like, what if, you can go back and you can literally see what you've been doing, and it really quantifies stuff a lot more than just, oh yeah, I think I'm getting around 200 grams of protein. I think I'm getting around 60 grams of fat. So track your macros, or get on a meal plan where you're eating the same thing every day or whatever. And this is going to be for you hardcore guys that are really trying to see the best results. But there's really no other way to do it than to have the same macronutrients every day, or have a goal and hit that goal every day, and not just guesstimate. So the next one is switching it up. So I used to constantly switch it up. I don't think I ever did the same workout twice. And I first got this theory from Greg Plitt. He would always say muscle confusion and never do the same workouts twice and all this stuff. And I agree with that to a point. You should switch it up a lot. You keep the body guessing. But over the past few years, I kind of stepped away from that a little bit. And I've been doing, if I find a workout that I really, really like, I'll do it for 4 or 5, 6 weeks straight, and I'll slowly progress the weight. I've just found it really hard to make progress in, say, bench press. If you're flat bench pressing barbell one week, and then the next week you're doing dumbbells, and the next week you're starting out with pre-exhaust doing flies. So my suggestion is find a workout that you absolutely love and do it for 4 weeks straight, 5 weeks straight. Maybe switch it up at the end when you do your burnout stuff, but at the beginning of the workout, try to slowly progress the weight. I really think you guys will see a lot more results doing it that way. So I know a lot of you won't like this last one, but it's 1 rep maxes. Don't do it. All right, if you're a bodybuilder, if your goal is to build muscle, there's no point to doing 1 rep maxes. You're only going to risk injury, and every once in a while you can throw it in. Just, oh, I'm going to see how much I can lift. But that's more of a strength building, not really bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, you want to focus on that muscle. You want to do slower reps like I talked about. Every once in a while do explosive reps. But me, especially getting older and stuff like that, man, I feel it, every time I go into the gym. So just be careful on maxing out and everything like that. You don't want to be maxing out every week. It's actually going to slow down your progression in, some areas if you do that every week. So that's something that, people go to me, hey, how much you bench? No clue. I have no idea. I could do 185 for blah, 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 or 225 for whatever. How much you deadlift? No idea. People always compliment me on my legs, and they say, oh man, how do you get big legs and this and that? And it's about volume. It's about focusing on the muscle, focusing on actually getting that mind-muscle connection, getting that burn, getting the full range of motion, doing proper reps. It's not about just loading up the bar with 315 or 405 and squatting as fast as you can and, using momentum. It's about putting the stress on the muscle to build the muscle. No, not a lot of people are going to like that, because everyone likes to max out, because it's kind of like that quantitative progress that you can see. You can literally go, okay, I benched 315, now I bench 350. That's a huge progress, but the progress should be in the mirror. And I'm talking to the bodybuilders out there. I'm talking to the people who are lifting for aesthetic purposes, for competing in bodybuilding or fitness modeling and stuff like that. I'm not talking to the power lifters. So yeah, that's the top 5. Now I'm going to get into what's been going on. So basically, we got to be out of this place that we're renting in like a week and a half, and we thought we had a place locked down to move into, and it's like falling through. This guy that owns the property, he wants all this stuff, but he's being like super picky about it, so we don't know if we're gonna move in there, and it's just super stressful. Me being 4 days out of a show, I'm just like, fuck, man, I thought I was done, worrying about all this BS, but now I have to scramble around, you know, and I'm doing a show this Saturday, but by the next Saturday I have to have all this stuff moved out of this place and sign paperwork and, you know, into another place. So I just thought I'd vent to you guys a little bit. I did throw a physique update on Instagram. If you guys checked that out. If you guys didn't, I'll throw it up on here. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in my world. You know, I got a bodybuilding show coming up this Saturday. Got to move out of my place in a week and a half, and what else is going on? And I'm flying to New York to visit my family soon. I wanna vlog in New York, because I feel like a lot of people, especially not so much my YouTube subscribers, but my Instagram people, they have no idea like who I am, where I came from. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting a vlog or two up, you know, where I came from in Western New York. So I say New York, whenever I say, oh, I'm from New York, they think the city, but New York is a big ass state, you know, and I grew up like just an hour north of Buffalo, like in between Buffalo and like Lake Erie, like Western New York, and it's all farmland and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make a vlog up there and show you guys a little bit of, you know, where I came from and all that. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to have the whole, you know, show experience filmed and thrown up on my YouTube channel for you guys. So if you guys want to check out the show and everything like that, and you guys don't want to miss it, then subscribe to the channel. So thanks for watching, guys.